and it probably depends on each state. Yeah. But like in Canada more specifically.
Ryan, I can see you draining the battery as you.
Yeah, that's fine. No, I drain the battery all day.
Jesus Christ.
You're a big, successful pro. I'm high as fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pillow Talk. I can't sing, but welcome to the show, babies. Big shout out to Adam and Eve, the #1 sex toy company in the world. 50 years of good sex, good times, and good toys. 50th year anniversary. Congratulations, guys. We're giving away a toy 50% off to everybody that uses the code PILLOW on adamandeve.com. 50% off one toy, and it's free shipping, Canada, US. Adam and Eve, baby girl. We love you. Also, everything bought on Adam and Eve, 20% goes to research for the spread of HIV. Mucho lavo. We love you, Adam and Eve. Rock and roll. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Pillow Talk. I'm your host, Ryan Pownell. We're joined by two co-hosts today. This is They Call Me Dark, Mr. Quickie. And then over here is supermodel sensation of Los Angeles from Toronto, Liv Blay. Today, we are joined by one of my favorite MMA fighters, UFC fighter I've seen fight twice. Good friend of ours from Toronto, friend of the show, comes up with a lot of the memes we post on the page on Instagram.
You are a funny motherfucker.
He's a funny motherfucker, and we're going to get into it, but he's the first American cannabis-induced athlete. Is that how I say it? Induced?
First induced is more first sanctioned athlete to medicate with cannabis as prescribed by his doctor, and in Canada as well too.
Bang.
Yeah, that's right. So both.
Elias, the Spartan, Theodorou.
Oh,
that's
pretty all right. Wow. Thank you.
That was the Bruce Buffer.
Man,
give me the Bruce Buffer.
Yeah, that was
he buffed me out.
There you go.
Buffed me.
Okay, Mr. Pothead, MMA fighter, Greek god, gorgeous fuck. Let's get to it. Last episode, we toned it down a bit with our boy Gene. Now we're going to tone it back up a bit. You fucking a lot of girls while you're home or what?
I literally just got back home, so.
It's been 4 days.
4 days, yes.
My tabs.
Okay, appreciate it.
Are you training right now? Are you doing jiu-jitsu?
I am on a seafood diet. I see it, I eat it.
Okay.
So right after my fight, I basically, because the whole process of cutting weight is a very strenuous thing. I cut about 30-ish pounds in the course of, I want to say 30 days. I get down through essentially transitioning from carbohydrate-based diet to ketosis, but slowly but surely. I don't have to actually calculate everything because again, I know what my training is and you can kind of see the scale. And then I get down to from 215, I get down to 195. Around there, I put myself through ketosis and then I cut basically 10 pounds worth of water. And then I get down to 185. I weigh in for a hot minute and I'll be like 212 the next day.
How hard is it to do that when you smoke weed and get the munchies?
Good point.
Well, what's it called? Again, willpower. I got a lot of willpower. And weed, there's many different purposes of weed. And there's actually different strains that are designed to actually help suppress your appetite too.
Okay.
So
I need some of those.
Yeah.
I smoke weed. I put on some LBs. I don't get laid ever.
Nice. Well, sorry.
Like my diet, I tell Darky, I'm like, you know what? I'm off the weed right now because I'm getting fat.
Lay off the weed.
Lay off the weed. Well, I suggest anyone to vape like a professional. I don't actually smoke weed anymore.
Are you Elon Musk of weed? I mean, Jesus Christ.
It's the Mighty. Basically, it's from the Stores and Bickle brand, and it's the first Health Canada approved, and New Zealand and Australia and a couple other places around the world, approved to medicate cannabis. Again, anything I do, whether educate and advocate with weed, I do it the best.
So explain to us why you smoke that versus rolling a spliff and just fucking taking that to the face.
Well, again, first and foremost, if I'm educating and advocating, I want to do it the best way possible, both as, for that purpose, but also as an athlete as well. Basically, the way you vaporize this, it's not in there.
You got to smoke weed for us on camera.
The whole time.
And while you get it set up, I will just mention, my favorite thing to do high is masturbate.
Ooh.
I find that it feels better when I'm high. I feel like, I convince myself that I am in a girl's vagina. And then I do JOI, POV. It's fun.
That's pretty hot.
Yeah. Well, and sex is better high.
Cannabis definitely, because of the way it helps with the endocannabinoid system. It really helps.
Sorry, what?
I didn't watch enough Magic School Bus as a child. We don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Basically, so the best way to understand it is cannabis, and the whole term, like for instance, runner's high and actual high are the same thing.
Oh, really?
So our body's actually designed to process cannabis.
I don't run either, but
it's all good. Cardio is key.
Okay.
I'm known for my cardio. On the cage and out, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah,
let's go. Yeah. He's Mr. Quickie. I just can't get my dick hard. But, good for you.
Thanks.
for you. How
Do you
about
ever find it weed smoking with a significant other? Me and my friends, all our girlfriends, we get the ick when we smoke with our guys.
what do you mean you get the ick?
What's
You know what the ick is?
No.
Oh,
what's
the ick is like ugh.
Every time I smoke and I hang
You
out
don't
with
feel
a guy
sexy?
or my boyfriend, no, it's not even that. I just start to not like them. You like overanalyze and like look at them weird.
I agree. I agree.
It definitely depends on what type of your strain you're
Sativa,
on.
that
And,
does that to
yeah.
me.
Well,
Yeah.
and again, the really important things to understand is everybody and everybody's different, right? So like there's certain times and there's certain purposes for weed, and especially if you're looking at it as a, even though it's a medical thing, it's very medicinal. And what's it called? You can use, there's a whole process with any type of either psychedelics or cannabis where it's setting, and dose. So understanding the setting that you're in, the dose that you're doing, and the setting and dose, and the other one as well too. So basically being more aware of that, and again, learning from those experiences. The really cool thing with cannabis that's different than alcohol, except for like, oh my God, I shouldn't have done that. At least with cannabis, you tend to remember it more. So any type of what's called insecurities, any type of what's it called, pressing things, it's usually like either the ego and the id kind of battling with each other.
You know what? Good point. And I really want to suggest to the camera, Ronnie Ray, if you're watching, maybe stop drinking so much and doing so much dumb fucking retarded things and smoke more weed. And then you won't fuck up so much, Ronnie. I just wanted to touch base. Keep going, Elias. Sort of cut you off. Sort of cut you off.
Well,
Yeah.
we're all sharing here.
Yeah.
This is a safe place.
Yeah.
Safe place.
Very safe.
Yeah. Ronnie starts smoking.
Yeah.
You've lost your mind. So who
only-
fucks more
hey,
girls?
hey.
You're Dana White. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'd probably say myself. But what I was going to go with that is only when you truly lose yourself can you find yourself.
Ronnie needs to lose himself.
This is true. What other drugs do you do, Elias?
Big in psychedelics.
We like shrooms.
What's it called?
Big shrooms guy.
Shrooms are very, they're actually really entrenched in regards to society. Whether like, what's it called? There's like cool concepts of like the whole idea, for instance, because the holidays just passed. A lot of the whole like rituals, it's actually like potentially traced back to Nordic ways where they would there'd be different priests. So during Christmas, again, because a lot of religions and the whole concept of talking to God, a lot of it actually has to do with like different psychedelic components or different types of mind-altering things, and a priest would own
So the
all that
Bible was
information.
made by people who are high, is what you're saying.
There's potentially in regards to like the original components of paganism that the Bible and a lot of the religion kind of what's called pulled from, because like all religions were basically just based off of other religions. So like, it's the same thing as that thing, but we also have this thing. Like, oh yeah, I like that
Just
thing.
a different story. They twisted 3 times.
Yeah.
over,
So, but point being, back to the whole Santa and actually Christmas and all that jazz. So in Nordic areas, I believe it is. So think that it's snowing and they have these like hut houses. And let's say a priest is going around and giving this magic mushroom.
Okay.
And it's all dried out, right? And let's say it snows and you can't get to the door. The priest can't get to the door. So he'll walk on your chimney and drop it down your chimney, and you hang it on your tree, and it dries out. And what is the present? The present, which is white and red, just like Santa Claus's robe, and to the point that they have caribou there that are so fucking addicted.
Reindeer.
They're so addicted, so addicted to mushrooms that if you eat it and pee, they'll knock you over to eat your pee because reindeers are flying.
Because reindeers are flying.
That's
We've been
good
fucking
stuff.
tricked our whole lives.
Well-
Santa Claus is a drug addict, and so is Rudolph.
And there's exactly. Yeah. Well, I want to play those reindeer games.
Yeah. Shit, that was good.
Okay, Elias, you must be good at the you're good with your body. You're good at ground and pound and stuff like
I
that.
have a lot of body awareness, if that's what you're asking.
That's what I'm asking.
I'm known for my cardio.
Yes. So two
It's a
questions.
marathon, not a race.
That's right. So would you
Championship rounds.
are UFC fighters usually good in bed? And does that mean that you're good in bed, or is it just you? Or does every UFC fighter fuck a
I
lot
mean,
of
I
girls?
haven't watched every UFC fighter have sex.
You guys talk. You guys
Oh yeah,
talk.
what's it called? Fighters. I think there's
Yes.
a lot of testosterone and a lot of what's it called? Again, body awareness, like we talked about.
Right.
It's the winner's mentality.
Yes.
And
the winners. Right. You gotta
exactly.
make the
Win.
girl come.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a loser.
Acceptance is the first step.
That's right. Hey, which fighter fucks the most girls?
I don't know, but John Jones.
Ah.
He getting around.
Let's give
He
him
getting
the
around.
bones,
He does a lot of
He's going-
Santa
I-
Claus
like,
type
yeah.
shit too.
Oh yeah.
Yes, John Jones definitely.
Well, definitely a lot of snow.
Yes, big party guy. Who are you friends with in UFC? You ever go out with the boys?
Yeah, a bunch of them, like a bunch of guys that you would know in different capacities. What's it called, from Sean Strickland to what's called Aljo Sterling to Mike Maverick to, again, Bruce Buffer, hung out with like many times.
Love Bruce.
Bruce is the fucking man. He's literally the man. He's a lifelong bachelor. He's just
perfect.
he's
Oh, yeah.
just like, he honestly.
Does Bruce fuck?
Oh yeah, he fucks. If you want to say who fucks the most, Bruce fucks.
Really?
The most. Yeah, Bruce fucks the most.
I wonder
Bruce
what
Buffer.
he sounds like when he comes.
I'm so okay with that.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think Ryan sounds like when he comes?
I've actually heard it. I heard it the other day. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a.
I had sex with a porn star at your mom's place in Ottawa 2 nights ago.
Sorry about that, Mom.
I did. Yes, I did.
And she's washing the sheets right now.
Hey, is it true that before a fight they tell you not to ejaculate for a while?
Yes, like scientifically speaking, it's kind of like there's like a window of like a week to 10 days where the testosterone rises, and then it becomes less of the testosterone component and more of just the frustration.
And it's the
I ain't
opposite
fucking, I'm fighting.
Okay, right. What about jerking off like that too, right? It's just nothing.
Well, no, there is something to that too. Again, getting your testosterone. Like I would also suggest any men.
It's a week?
Well, a week is like the peak in regards to the buildup of whatever testosterone that you do kind of naturally or whatever like that. And then from there, it becomes more of a mental thing where it's like a frustration of where like, again, like I've already at this point, beyond even the sex, up until I was able to medicate with cannabis, I would have to remove cannabis for a certain amount of time. I would have to remove drinking. I would have to remove any type. I'm ready to burp. Sorry.
Let it out.
I'll let it out. Better that end, but then the other end. But what's it called? Point being, it's basically delayed gratification. Any type of form of success is basically, and what kind of separates us from any other animal is the idea of delayed gratification for a purpose longer than what is right in front of us.
Okay.
Okay, so you were in Vegas recently.
Fuck yeah.
We saw you in Vegas.
Yeah.
Fun times.
Which was 4 months ago.
Yeah, I know, and I just got back.
From the strip too. It's not like you went in the neighborhood.
I went all around, honestly.
So what were you doing in Vegas?
Having sex.
Or who? I was training. What's called play poker.
Training for what?
Again, cardio.
To be a porn
cardio.
star or?
More of a method actor.
Oh, okay.
But what's it called? What was I gonna say? Actually, like like right when I saw you guys, I literally because I before that because I was like the Sunday and I like the Sunday the 5th or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I went to what the fuck was it even called? Electric Zoo in New York for 2 days.
Okay.
Then I flew off to what's it called? Made in America in Philly. And what's it called? Me and my buddies or whatever like that. We're like, it's actually funny. What's it called? Basically, I'm not going to drop any names, but we kind of cop blocked what's called a very famous singer and his what's it called gang. And the ladies happen to be what's called strippers. And we had just like we're like they were just so pissed, and we were like, hey, come back to our place.
So is Drake still upset with you?
No. It wasn't Drake. But what's it called? Point being, what do you call it? We went back to their place. And what's called talk and drink and whatever.
This is in Philly.
This is in Philly.
Okay.
This is fucking in the
Kevin
middle
Hart.
of yeah, exactly. But I'll show you Toronto, man. But what's it called? Where was I going with this? So at like 4 or 5 o'clock, I'm like fucking like half alive here at this point. And I'm looking at the clock. I'm like, yo, don't we have like 6:30 flights? He's like,
To Vegas.
Yeah, to Vegas.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. I was like, shit. So what's it called? We basically run back to his place. We had our stuff kind of packed. We got there. It was less than an hour. So they put the late, cannot confirm it's going to be there.
Yeah.
And like what's called eventually arrived there. And like right from there, I literally threw my fucking luggage. We threw our luggage and just met you guys at Encore when we.
Oh yeah, because you just got there.
Yeah, I
went
literally,
straight.
I went straight there.
Went straight.
And we stayed out till 12 p.m. the next day.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
I maybe closed my eyes. Like I closed my eyes on the plane like this, but behind my eyes, it was dun, 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 dun.
Well, I said that to you. Remember I said you look like you're on drugs when you're not on drugs. You're always on drugs.
High on life, bro.
Was that the day of your wedding?
Did you come to our wedding?
I was there in spirit. I just missed it. I just missed it.
Hey,
I was masturbating.
Which you don't get to do
To
often.
me in a dress,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Let's play Mr. Quickie.
Let's play Mr. Quickie.
Mr. Quickie.
Where's my phone?
Yes.
Quit looking. I found it.
And what better for the Mr. Quickie segment than to team up with myrocky.ca, online pharmaceutical company that specializes in Cialis prescriptions, Viagra prescriptions, got little hair products in there. At myrocky.ca on Instagram, use the code PILLOW25 for 25% off all the good stuff. I like Cialis, weekend pill, a lot of erections.
They even got numbing cream for your wee-wee for people who come fast, like Mimi. Good looking, I found it.
Okay.
It's crazy that you were partying till 12 o'clock the next day, and
I know.
You're there for 4 months to train for a
And
fight.
you're a professional athlete.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
so then I went to bed at 12.
Drugs are fun. Drugs are fun.
I went to bed at 12. I woke up at 3, and I met you guys again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Man, insane.
Okay,
so
here we go.
Elias, my name is Mr. Quickie.
Oh,
I know.
They call me Mr. Quickie because I do everything, and I mean everything, as quickly as possible.
Efficient.
Thanks for laughing at that, Liv.
live is high.
You now have 60 seconds to answer as many questions as you can, as quickly as you can, starting now. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good are you at weed?
11.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay, easy. Speaking of performance enhancing drugs, do you find certain bud can give you super dick?
It can get you in the mood.
Oh, wow, so you don't, okay, all right. I smoke some weed that I'm literally rock hard
He's
for
great. He
free.
already has super dick. Keep going.
Yeah, true. You fight people for a living. When's the last time you properly got your ass kicked outside of the ring?
That's what got me into fighting. Basically, I picked a fight with someone I shouldn't, and I was completely undefeated in my high school career. And then, picked my first fight outside of a bar after like my first year of university. I did a Superman punch out of the gate, slipped, fell, kicked me in the face. I came up like Superman ripped off my shirt and chased him. And he was like, what the fuck? He jumps into a cab, and I jumped on the cab and started kicking it in. It drove off. I slipped, fell, knocked myself out. I woke up the next day and didn't know where I was. And I look over, there's this beautiful young lady next to me. I said, hey, how's it going? And she goes, how am I doing? You're the one that got kicked in the face last night. And I used to work at Foot Locker at the time, and they hate when I showed up with black eyes. Just to clarify, black eyes. And then I would look
Black
in the
guys
mirror.
from black guys, Terry.
And then I didn't have a black eye. I'm like, I'm good. So I go, fuck, this is not a Mr. Quickie segment.
No, that's okay. I love it.
Anyways, it could be the weed. I'm gonna blame the weed. So I get to Foot Locker telling the story.
weed.
I'm telling my friends or whatever, blah 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 blah. What happened? Or whatever. I'm laughing it off. A friend goes, "Why? Is he okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Why? He goes, "Yo, it's on YouTube." I'm like, "What's YouTube?"
No way.
Oh.
And it was
still
called
there?
Boot to Face. It went fucking viral.
Oh.
I was devastated. And my dad's like, what? I went to my dad, confided. I'm like, what am I going to do? He goes, well, you love that UFC shit so much. Why don't you go and make sure this never happens?
Wow. No way.
I'm glad I asked that question.
That's crazy.
Jesus.
Is it still on YouTube?
I don't know where it is. It's called Boot to Face.
Terry, pull it up, please.
Boot to
Boot to
face.
face.
It was so rude. It was like almost like on the World Star bullshit.
Wow.
I had 2 more questions. We'll do them quickly.
Yeah.
Do you think you could win in a boxing match against Jake Paul?
We're
Talking boxing.
Yeah, boxing. Yeah, probably. I can outlast him.
You're a striker, right?
You're a
Yeah, I can outlast him.
Okay.
What's called straight.
All right. All right, okay.
But
So
I haven't straight for years.
when I say ground and pound, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Hey, your mom.
What's up, mama? How you doing?
Oh, man.
Okay, that was great. And that's the end of the Mr. Quickie show.
His mom is actually fucking a 74-year-old.
I know. I've seen.
Yeah.
They have and you know what I found out this holidays? They have a healthy sex life.
Yeah, and he told her that at the Christmas dinner.
I heard them cuddling.
And he said,
There you go.
way.
he said, Mom, thank you. Weight and loss chat. Big.
I said, Mom, is it because he has extreme dexterity in his fingers because he plays guitar? Well, why? Well, you play guitar. Why can't you make girls come?
I only know 4 chords.
Oh, fair.
Yeah. Okay, Elias Theodorou, my friend. Tell us some crazy shit.
Yeah, how much
So
sex did you have in Vegas in the 4 months?
You have a
were
lot
there?
of groupies because you're
11.
an MMA fighter.
Like out of 10, 11.
11. Okay, yeah.
Well, girls like you're a good-looking dude, right?
You're fucking-
Were you
Well, thank
fucking
you.
before, or now that you're this big pro
Kid
athlete?
fucks.
Yes. Did you fuck groupies? I mean, there's
Define a groupie.
Someone who is a fan of you that pulled you out of the street and be like, oh my God, it's Elias
That has happened
Theodorou."
before.
of course it has.
But actually, no. I have a couple of like model friends who have like this like giant like. It's actually a funny story. So like, what's it called? You really tell the difference in regards to our like demographics. Where I was like with these male models and they have like 4, 10 fucking million followers or whatever like that. And we're walking and like someone will come up and be like, yo, bro, you're pretty all right. And like 7 girls will be like, oh my God, can I take a picture with my model friend?
Right.
I was like, ah.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Female MMA fighters are usually kind of, I don't want to piss off the L community, butchy.
Yeah, they could beat you up.
Well, okay, exactly.
Many could.
I have a question after that I need to ask you, okay? But first, do male and female UFC fighters fuck each other?
There are documented cases of female and male fighters having sex, yes.
So they do all fuck each other?
Not like all. It's a blanket statement. I think there's some people that, again, as with any type of what's called profession, there's some people that want to
but
be
that's why I'm asking
inside.
for MMA because
Like,
the girls are usually, you know.
No, there's some really beautiful ones.
There are some.
There's some. Oh,
But like, would you fuck Amanda Nunes, honestly?
but
I would for the clout.
no. Oh,
Yeah.
Would you fuck Amanda Nunes? Would you fuck Ronda Rousey?
yes, and yes.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Normal guy like me in dark, okay? Normal dudes, 6'3", 185, 210.
He's a little thicker.
Okay, I fight Ronda
Fuck you,
Rousey.
girl.
I fight Ronda Rousey in a bar fight 100 times.
She flips you on your head.
How many times?
Every
Few.
single time.
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
She beats the shit out of me.
She could probably flip you. If you come at her too tall, again, because you're taller, she can go underneath you and use you structurally as your own worst enemy in regards to like, she can literally just take your hip. If you come at her wrong and tall, she'll just flip you on a bar stool.
I gotta
Yeah, it's a little harder. It's a little harder for dark.
Because look, this is a
I'm
big
dumb
debate.
thick.
It's a debate me and my friends have all the time. Would we beat Ronda Rousey in a fight once if we fought her 100 times? And my dad had a good theory to this. I asked my dad, you fought Ronda Rousey 100 times, would you beat her once? And he goes, of course I'd kick her ass. She got beat up by a girl.
Wow.
So
I've got another question in regards to getting beat up. I used to be a bouncer for like 3 years,
Mm-hmm.
and I got my ass kicked a handful of times. And I find that I learned more than when I got my ass kicked. Much in life, you fail, you learn from it. But I got beat up, and I learned from it. I find myself a good fighter because I've gotten beaten up. Ryan, on the other hand, he's never been beat up.
I suck bomb people.
What do you think is his outcome the next 3 fights he gets into in his life?
Well, it depends if he's suck-bowing people
Yes.
left, right, and side.
As soon as I feel some
It's
shit going
strategy.
on, I go, ah! I throw a first punch.
He runs away.
And no one talks about, Ryan threw a sucker punch guy. Everyone
dropped
says,
him.
Ryan won the fight. Exactly. Ryan
dropped the
dropped
guy.
him. Exactly.
Hey, revisionist
Do
history.
you think Ryan should get his ass kicked soon?
Everyone should get their ass kicked.
I told you that too, man.
That's a political answer, and I appreciate that. He didn't
No.
say I should. He said everyone.
Everyone should.
Well,
Yes.
you got your ass kicked too, and you probably learned a lot from it. You
Yeah.
created your career.
Yeah, pretty much.
You
Oh,
ever-
I
you ever
know
gotten in a
it's
fight?
I know it's coming. I can't wait for it. Let's. What are you guys waiting for? Come at me, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Oh,
Don't
man.
put that in the universe.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, someone's gonna stop.
Come
you.
and get it. I live at the Bisha Hotel. Cut that out, Terry. Liv, you ever been in a cat fight?
Yeah, good question. Did you
I've-
scissor immediately after?
No,
hot.
I've only ever been in one encounter when someone called my friend a fag.
Ooh, Ryan.
Rightfully so.
No, my friend Eric. We're in Mexico at Grand Oasis.
Oh.
Where you're going?
Yeah,
crazy
we're
place.
going.
So what happened?
And I just he started crying and rage just came over me and I knocked the guy in the face.
I
Oh
respect
my
that.
gosh,
And
this
that was
is
it.
dude.
Yeah.
Good. See, suck bomb.
He
Liv
needed it,
dropped
though.
him.
He needed
But that's
it.
with purpose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the last 3 fights you've been in had purpose.
I respect that. I wasn't there.
Well, with you around, then I really run my fucking mouth.
I don't fight for free.
No
So
doubt.
confident.
There you go.
So,
Lies. You just sucker punch them.
Yes.
Lies.
Elias, is it true
Yes.
that, okay, guys, this is my biggest pet peeve ever, and I'm so excited that I thought to ask this because guys that have black belts, okay, in like karate or whatever, that they got it when they're like 12 and it's like, black belt.
It's in a cereal box.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. And then they go like this. I can't fight because then I would get charged with assault with a deadly
yeah.
weapon. You know,
No, that's an
fucking
old wives'
douchebags?
tale. It'll be held against you. Like, legally speaking, what ends up happening is, especially the way that the laws are written in Canada, it's equal force. So, like, it's even split up into 2 people. So, like,
I
what's
see.
it called? Yeah. So, like, I've gotten in a bunch of fights and stuff like that. And
You still street fight?
No. Now, legally speaking, I'm more worried about. Like, I don't care about the charge. Whatever. Who's gonna fire me? I'm my own boss.
Yeah.
So, what's it called? Long story short, I'm more worried about getting a lawsuit and stuff like that. A couple of those have happened to a couple of my friends and shit. Where it's like, man, like 75 grand in fucking legal fees, and just like, fuck, I'll just buy everyone drinks.
Okay,
and
but
just shut the fuck up.
if you beat the shit out of that guy on the left and I beat the shit out of that guy on the right, the same amount of beating upping, not saying I'm as strong as you, but let's say we inflict the same damage, would you get sued worse than me?
Well, no, again, it's everything's situational, right? Like law in general and any type of like potential crime and what they accuse you and charge you for, it's what's called a certain situation. So like, let's say if I was walking and you pushed me, because again, I'm not the person that usually looks for something. So let's say you pushed me and I say, hey man, I don't
Fighters
want
are
to fight.
happy people, man.
Yeah, mostly.
Especially the high ones.
Yeah.
So what's it called? Long story short, if you start pushing me and take a swing at me and I drop you, I move out of the way and drop you, and I just kind of leave you there, that was equal force. But if I was to stomp on you afterwards,
yeah.
that's where, again, and then again, there's certain capacities in the sentencing phase.
The elbows.
Exactly. Elbows. The what's called sentencing phase. That's where the judge can actually use certain things against you, and one of those things could be you should know better because you're a martial artist.
Okay, good point. I understand.
There's a degree to everything, right? Like in Canada, you have to use equal force in general. So like, let's say if I'm fighting you, and again, you started it. I hit you. You pull out a knife and stab me. I can hit you with a fucking crowbar over the head.
What if you get in your car and run them over?
Well, that's another.
Oh, I see. That's a little too much.
Exactly.
Okay, I see.
Just trying
to understand
your bike. Yeah, okay. Just run them over with a bike.
Okay, good. So that's the
like not motorcycle, tricycle.
Okay,
hey, how come the best fighters in the world? Oh, we're at 25 minutes already.
We're having so much fun.
So much fun. You want to do 5 more minutes? Because I do.
I'm down for whatever, man.
Because usually we do 20 minutes.
Can I hit that?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I want to do it too. How do I do it?
Just inhale. Is it 185?
Yeah, it did. I saw 185.
185.
Sick. Inhale. Green means go, baby.
Was it?
The questions.
Oh yeah, we'll do that in a sec.
Oh, let's do the cushy. Yeah. You ready, baby?
It was Mike Tyson that was like got in trouble because they deemed his fists as weapons or something, right?
It wasn't Mike Tyson.
It was no.
It was somewhat. There are a couple people. Again, U.S. law is a little different, and it probably depends on each state. Yeah. There's examples that are gonna like come up and stuff like that. But like in Canada, more specifically,
Ryan, I can see you draining the battery as you.
Yeah, that's fine. No, I drain the battery all day.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you might not make the last bit. Okay, so we've got Ryan. We've got Kush.
What the fuck is in that?
Weed.
That's not weed. That's heroin. How do you fight on that shit?
How do you fight on that shit?
I'm getting sweaty. My palms are sweaty, knees and arms are hairy.
Okay, so we got Kush for our segment of Ass and Answers.
When I have sex, I like to do it high. And my favorite way to get high is with Miss Jones. They have edibles, they have weed, pre-rolls, you name it. This right here is an infused drink. You drink it, you get high. Imagine that. We love Miss Jones. The owner, Terry's our fucking boy. Ass and Answers. Let's go, baby girl. Cushy. This is our intern. Say hi to the world, Cushy.
Hi, guys.
I don't think you've been on
Ass
camera
and
yet.
Answers.
She
Hilarious.
does her social media, and yes, she is hot.
Yes.
Thank
and
you.
by the way, I like how you brought the girls out. I wasn't aware your boobs were so big.
Yeah, I brought them out tonight just for the episode.
Cool.
Okay, so a lot of your fans want to know, especially Matthew Donahue 98. He wants to know, since you like to dominate in the ring, do you like to dominate or be dominated in bed?
There's not a submissive bone in my body.
No?
No.
That's
From
a good
beginning to
question.
pillar and post.
He don't tap.
Yeah. Championship rounds, and I am known for my cardio.
Sounds good.
Why don't you guys just fuck already?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
She likes him for sure.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
But you didn't deny it either.
There's certain capacities in where the body works, and both in regards to jiu-jitsu and the way you can actually dominate someone and the way that you can actually impose your will. They translate a lot in sex in capacity because you're dominating with your center of gravity.
Hey, look, it's the Niagara Falls and Cush's seat.
All I hear is, so you like to dominate,
Not a submissive bone in my body.
basically.
Okay, Kush, get the fuck out of here. She's gonna fuck our guest. Get the fuck out of
We
here.
love you, Kush. Thank you for Ass and
Come on back.
Answers.
Thank you, Kush.
Thank you.
Kush, the intern. She wants to fuck you.
I love the name of that. Ass and Answers.
Yeah.
That's Ryan's thing.
Yeah.
No, actually, it was. I think it was one of the producers. Actually.
Oh, really?
But Kush, her name is Kush.
I respect that.
You know what I mean?
Wow. You're named after marijuana.
Or marijuana's named after her.
Hey,
Ooh.
they're gonna fuck for sure.
100%.
Hey, what kind of girls do you like?
Or 185.
You definitely have your pick of the litter. You're a handsome chap.
Well, thank you, sir.
And your brother, I must say, I don't know him that well. Fuck, he's a stud.
Yeah. No, he's a babe.
Your poor father
my
dealing with stud sons his whole life. You're like,
poor mother.
You have a sister?
oh, another woman you're bringing to the house, eh?
My dad.
You have a sister?
No.
Fuck, that's too
They
bad.
probably no. They would,
Fuck, she could get it though.
no.
And that's the first time Ryan got his ass kicked.
Well, there was gonna be. Yeah, no. I think my parents. They make. What's
Your mom is a rocket, all right? She has to be.
She's a beautiful woman inside and out. But what was I gonna say?
Wow, he's good.
Yeah, when Ryan said that to me, he just put my mom's a MILF on his Instagram story.
Both things can be true.
You know what? Liv's mom DMs me a lot, actually.
Mom's hot.
Yeah, and she DMs me.
Like that.
Oh, did he
I'm
fail
not
to
making
mention
that
she
up.
DMs him?
Yeah. She DMs me.
Anyone in the back? Did they hear that?
Yeah.
Is your dad a stud too? It's like the
In
both?
his day. Oh yeah. Yeah. Man played the guitar.
Did he use his penis?
Oh!
I've seen a picture.
Oh my
Played
God,
the shirtless.
he's got dexterity fingers,
Oh yeah.
guitar fingers.
Oh yeah.
Damn it.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
And your brother is loaded rich. You're a big, successful Bro, I'm high as fuck.
Dude, you killed it. It's dead.
I
It
still
literally
got it.
doesn't even work anymore.
Can you ask him a question? I'm so high.
Well, dude, we're 30 minutes in. We can just end
Okay.
it.
No, keep going.
Okay.
Keep going. Again, I'm known for my cardio. I'm ready. I'll outwork
Take
you,
it away.
baby.
Take it away.
Oh, yeah,
You're
yeah,
high
that's-
too. Dark.
We're all
step
high.
up.
We're all high.
First time I ever
We're all high.
Elias,
High on life.
Hey, stop.
It wasn't a good idea.
the first time I ever ate ass, I went down on a girl and I got shit on my tongue. Oof. Are you afraid of poo?
That's your question.
Facially?
Dude, I'm ripped. What do you want from me?
Okay.
Well,
It's supposed to be
Thank
like
God we didn't smoke that.
we're supposed to
15
talk
minutes
about
ago.
the of MMA and girls.
Have you ever been punched so hard in the ring you shit yourself? There we go.
no, but someone definitely has. There's been a couple people that have shit themselves
Oh,
in
that
the ring.
doesn't surprise me.
Oh, especially what's called. There was one where two girls. And again, sometimes when the positions, and it's just funnier, like when females do it, they're like, they were just kind of like on top of each other. But one of them literally, because she put her in a choke, and she didn't tap, so it's like she all her might just fucking pulled down and shit herself.
And
Then they just fucking
Oh no!
just like back and forth for 3 minutes. Just like on top of each other. And I was fighting on that card. Where I think
Oh my God,
on the card?
Yeah, I was.
And you
I was-
rolled around in the blood
I
and
was-
shit
I was-
afterwards?
I was what's it called? I already fought before. I fought before
Okay.
them. It was just the way they stacked it. Was I fought before them, or I was drinking there. Either I fought there, or I was drinking there. I can't remember.
Well, you saw the pool.
You're high too, eh?
High on life.
Yeah.
But what's called point being, what do you call it? They're just fucking rolling it for like a whole round, and then they just like it was the finally. Luckily, it was the third round.
Did
Imagine-
she win or lose?
She lost. Oh. Not only she shot herself and lost. If you think you're having a bad day,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
didn't shit yourself on national
Do you
TV.
think the next fight she did, she legit wore Depends diaper?
She
'Cause I would've
she
fucking-
probably timed her eating a little bit different.
Oh my God.
It's all because, like, again, cutting weight, it's a science, right? Like going back into it, like I basically again in the course of 30 days or so switched from a carbohydrate diet to ketosis. And for those that don't know, basically it's like switching with like diesel burns dirty, but it goes farther, and that's what carbohydrates are. Whereas like ketosis, it's like ethanol or whatever type of energy.
Tesla.
A Tesla, where it burns cleaner, but doesn't burn as long. So again, you kind of do that. I love the fucking attitude, sir.
Thank you, Elias.
So long story short, basically in the capacity of
My bowel movements are very different if I'm eating clean. I'll tell you that for free.
yeah, it's just science. You're a lean, mean, green machine.
Eating machine.
Eating machine. Again, only when you truly lose yourself can you find yourself, buddy.
Ronnie Ray.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. Hey, how come I don't want to get into a negative.
just gotta, yeah.
Poor Ronnie. Not to get into like a negative turn of discussions, but how come so many fighters beat the shit out of their wives? It's like, bro, you're the only ones that shouldn't. Not that anyone should. That didn't come out right. You're the ones who especially shouldn't, is what I meant to say.
Clarification is key.
That's what I meant.
But what's it called? I think, again, because of there's notoriety, domestic violence, unfortunately, is something that have been around society for quite some time. And what's called, obviously, with the things like the pandemic and stuff like that, in regards to different outlets, in regards to shelters and stuff like that, we don't have the adequate, resources to actually help people. I just think there's certain cases in the capacity of people that...
I'm not laughing about what you're saying.
I know that. Okay. I know, we're just high.
Yeah.
A lot of puppies and breakups in this.
Well, because like Floyd Mayweather beat up his wife, and it's like, bro, you're 50-0, like, play tennis against her.
Yeah, no,
rock, paper, scissors.
You think?
Don't hit her, you're 50-0, bro.
It becomes more, again, unfortunately, I think it was a horrible thing, and he went to jail for it and served
Did he go to
time
jail?
for it. Yeah, he went to jail for it.
Good.
What's it called?
Think he got his ass kicked outside of the ring?
No, he probably, I don't know what kind of his
By who?
situation.
Yeah,
Mike Tyson got knocked out. There's a rumor that Mike Tyson got knocked out in jail. When he went to jail,
Wow.
Someone picked a fight with him and knocked him out. I think I was like one of the boxing champs in there or whatever.
No way.
He was like only like 170, 180 pounds. Just knocked him out.
Wow.
Because Mike Tyson, we shouldn't talk about what Mike Tyson did.
He's not getting
Because low-key, I
now
still
he's
think
getting
he's an idol
paranoid.
of mine.
He's like, yo.
I'm picking favorites, eh? Yeah.
Yo, fucking talk shit about
Yeah,
him.
no. We love Mike. We love Mike.
He's my favorite dude ever.
No, we love Mike.
No, yeah, fuck him.
Mike is supposed to come on the show.
Hopefully.
Yes.
We're crossing our fingers.
No,
we're 1 degree of separation.
Again, that was the rumor. I don't know if it's clarified, but that was one of the rumors that's kind of like out there or whatever like that.
Don't believe it.
I don't believe the hype.
Well, Mike
Tyson is
you can't do no
literally
wrong.
the baddest man on earth.
Yes.
And
Fuck, I love
one of the most legendary stories of him, or what's called, there's a picture of him at a party, but one of the stories that I've heard him talk about, where he was just walking with like a bag of like cocaine in his fucking pocket and just fucking cocaine all over his face. And like these two cops are like driving by and he's like walking by himself in Vegas, just fucking like king of the world, just fucking high as a kite. And they pull over like, sir, and they see it's him. They go, oh my God, it's Mike Tyson. And they fucking took a Polaroid with him. Just fucking cocaine all over his face.
That's the picture.
No, that was a party. But
okay.
But it was probably the same cocaine night.
Fuck, he looks banged up.
He
in
looks
that picture.
looks like a fucking legend.
Pull that up and post it.
Yeah.
People can see that.
Yeah,
Great.
that's a funny one.
What do we have for time now? I think we should cut it.
We're at an hour and a half.
What are we at?
69. We should go to 69,
We're at
bro.
40? Jesus Christ. Okay. Elias.
There's no need to bring fictional characters into this.
Elias, I think this is one of our best episodes ever. I'm having so much fun. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. This is Pillow Talk, #1 podcast. Elias, where can everyone find you on your socials?
At Elias Theodorou on Instagram and Twitter.
There's a sneaky U at the end of Theodorou.
Yeah, en français.
Theodorou. Like I said, this is one of my favorite episodes ever.
Yeah. I'm watching Boot to the Face when I get off.
Oh,
Yeah.
can't
If
wait.
you find it, it'd be pretty hilarious.
I love you, Theo.
This is fantastic.
Theodorou.
Thank you to Liv Blay, our #1 plug for clout chasing for us in LA when we get there. Liv Blay.
To the moon. I just think it's hilarious that we all got the memo that
Yes.
knees need to be
Gene
ripped.
Simmons called me
Do you want
gay
me to
on the
rip a
last
hole in
episode.
those for you?
Yeah, exactly. Cool. Yeah, exactly. Imagine.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Everyone got the memo.
Yeah.
And Mr. Quickie, this was the longest episode ever. And if you tuned in to the whole show,
I could have gone longer, just saying.
congrats. Thank you. This was Pill Talk. I'm your host, Ryan Pownell, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
You cunts.